The Rangers certainly busy over the last couple of days, making some moves as well. This from our insider, Elliot Friedman. Braden Schneider and the Rangers have a deal. 2 years at $2.2 million. Peter Baugh also putting this out on social media. The Rangers bringing back Chad Ruhwedel on a one-year, two-way deal. He'll make the league minimum in the NHL. New York views him as a 7th or 8th defenseman who can play when needed. Of course, the Rangers coming off a fantastic regular season, won the President's Trophy, and then didn't quite make it as far as they expected to go last year. What do you make of New York, where they look right now, at least on paper?
I like that they're adding in defense. We hear defense wins championships for a reason, and you've got to have depth there. There's going to be some injuries that happen along the way. You hope that they're not going to be, but there probably is going to be. You're going to have guys like Ruhwedel step in, Chad Ruhwedel step in. I tell you what, I love the Braden Schneider move. He's a 22-year-old, 19th overall pick from 2020, 6'3", 210-pound kid. Played 81 games 2 years ago, 82 games last year. I think 40 games career playoffs, 16 last year. He's up and coming. He is young. He is going to be a stalwart of this defenseman. He's earned not just this contract, but he's earned some more playing time. I expect Coach Laviolette to give Braden Schneider a bigger role heading into next season.
All right, it's part of the 6 defensemen there on the back end for the New York Rangers. When you look at this Rangers team, what prevented them from going as far as you maybe expected them last year? What needs to change this season?
Well, part of it is they did run into the Florida Panthers, and the Florida Panthers are extremely good. But that is, you've always got to get physically, you've always got to get stronger and better defensively. The more you can keep the pressure off of Igor Shesterkin, he is a guy that's going to go out there, and you know he's going to steal games for you. You just flat out know you've got a goaltender that will steal games for you in the playoffs. That being said, you can't put that much pressure on him. You've got to take as much of the pressure off him as you can, force as many perimeter shots, just make it as difficult as possible. I don't think the Rangers were bad by any means. I mean, like you said, they won the President's Trophy. They went to play the Florida Panthers in the Stanley Cup Final. It was no joke of a loss by any means. But these little tweaks, bringing in Ruhwedel, I like that depth guy that can step into play. It's important to have a veteran presence as a depth guy. When someone does go down, sometimes it's hard when you play against a better team to throw in a rookie. You don't want to throw in a rookie against Tampa Bay or somebody that might expose them. Now you've got a veteran presence. You can hold on to that. You understand what he's going to do. You know what you're going to get out of him, and you get as much as you can.
Is this a stylistic thing for the New York Rangers? We've seen a lot of teams be really good in the regular season, and then they're just not adaptable to what we see come playoff time. Do they have to kind of change the way that they play in the playoffs, get a little bit tougher, a little bit grittier? Or can they kind of carry on as is and just hope for a better outcome this time around?
I would always like to see that. I'm always looking for a little bit grit, a little bit more toughness. Nowadays and now in this hockey these days, this doesn't mean fighting. It doesn't mean going out there dropping the gloves. This just means, competing. Are you getting into the corners? Are you using your body physically? Are you getting
Look at the Panthers, right?
Chris Kreider? Exactly.
Get it out, get it in. Hit somebody.
Big, hard-nosed, skilled hockey players. They knew exactly how they're going, and they were all on the same page. And obviously, Peter Laviolette, he's won a Stanley Cup. He knows what it takes. But yes, I like the fact that you're bringing Braden Schneider. You're kind of giving him a couple of years, not just a one-year deal at this point. You're giving him 2 years. You're showing him a little bit more that you're just giving him a little bit more that he is a part of this team for the future as well. And that's important for these 22-year-old kids. I mean, like I said, 6'3", 210.
Big
He's
boy.
just going to keep developing.
Yeah.